Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel NCERT Maths with Pradeep. Today we are continuing our exercise number 11.4 of chapter 11, that is mensuration. So let's see our fourth question today. A cuboid is of dimension 60 cm by 54 cm by 30 cm. How many small cubes with side 6 cm can be placed in this cuboid? First, let us decide whether we should find volume or surface area of the cuboid. Again, one cuboid is given. So, let's make this first. One cuboid is given having few dimensions. This is 60 centimeter, 54 centimeter and 30 centimeter. Okay, so this cuboid is given. And we have to place these small cubes inside it. Okay, so there is one cube whose side is 6 centimeter, 6 centimeter, 6 centimeter. So these small cubes should be placed inside the cuboid. So that means we should know what is the capacity of this bigger cuboid in which we can fit so many small cubes. So whenever it is about capacity, what we will do? Volume. So that means we have to find the volume of both cuboid and cube, and then we will see how many cubes can be fitted inside that cuboid. Okay, so let's start. First, for cuboid, what is L? This is 60 centimeter. B, this is 54 centimeter. And H is 30 centimeter. Okay, so what is the volume of this cuboid? This is L into B into H. So 60 multiplied by 54 multiplied by 30 centimeter cube. So no need to calculate this full value because we need it further in the second calculations also. Second is cube. What is the side of cube? This is 6 centimeter. Then what is the volume of this cube? This is A cube. That is 6 into 6 into 6 centimeter cube. Okay. So this is the volume of one cube. This is the volume of cuboid. So how many cubes can be fit inside? So let N be the number of cubes. So how to find N? This is volume of cuboid over volume of one cube. Is it clear? So volume of cuboid we have calculated as V1 and this is V2. So let's put the values. This is 60 multiplied by 54 multiplied by 30 over. So this is why I told you to not calculate here because we will easily simplify it. So this is 6 tens are 60, 6 nines are 54 and 6 fives are 30. So this is 10 into 9 into 5. 9 fives are 45, 45 into 10 is 450. So this is again one tip for you. Don't solve the full answer when we have to divide it again in the next stage of the question, because many terms will be directly cancelled. Otherwise, first you will multiply this full, then again this full, and then divide them. It will take more time. So always it is better to delay the calculations till your last step, but only if it is required to divide in the later stage of the question. So this is our question number 4. Now let's move on to the fifth question. So let's see our fifth question. Find the height of the cylinder whose volume is 1.54 meter cube and the diameter of the base is 140 centimeter. So means what is the volume of cylinder? Pi r square h, and we know the value of r. We have to find h. So let's write volume of cylinder V is equal to 1.54 meter cube. And what is radius? This is diameter 140 by 2, that is 70 centimeter. But see here we have different units. So first we will convert this into meters to make it same. So we have 0.7 meter. Okay. So now what is volume of cylinder? So volume is equal to pi r square h. We should write here, let h be the height, because we cannot use the variable if it is not defined before. So pi r square h is given as 1.54. Okay. So we need this h. We will keep h here and then 1.54 over. See, this pi r square is multiplied with h, so it will go to denominator here. So this is pi r square. So let's put the values now. Pi is 22 by 7, r is 0.7 multiplied by 0.7. Okay. So now see, this is denominator's denominator, so it will be reciprocal and we will shift this to numerator. So we are left with 1.54. This 7 will go up, so 7 here, and in denominator it is 22, then it is 0.7, again 0.7. This step is clear. So since we have fraction here, so already in denominator, so this 7 will be in numerator. So now how to solve this? First remove the decimals. See, again if I remove this is 10 here. If I remove this is 10. So this 10 and this 10 will again go here. And for this 1.54, if I remove the decimal, I should have 100. Okay. So now let's first simplify this. This is 154 into 7. Okay. So what is more in the numerator? This 10 and this 10 will also shift here. So this is 10 into 10. Okay. So denominator is having 100. Then it is 22. Then 7. Then 7. Okay. So now let's simplify this. This 7 and 7 will be cancelled. These two zeros will also be cancelled. Okay. Now see, 7 2s are 14, 22. So again 22 and 22 will be cancelled. So what is left? Nothing, that is 1. So 1 meter is the height of the cylinder. So height is equal to 1 meter. Okay. So this is our question number 5. Now let's move on to the next question. So let's see our 6th question. A milk tank is in the form of cylinder whose radius is 1.5 meter and length is 7 meter. Find the quantity of milk in liters that can be stored in the tank. So again in this question we have to decide whether it is volume or surface area. Again, quantity of milk to be stored inside the tank is required. So quantity means capacity. What is the capacity of that tank in which we can pour the milk? So capacity is again volume. So we have to find volume. So radius is equal to 1.5 meters. What is height? This is 7 meter. So we should find volume of tank V. This is pi r square h. Pi is 22 by 7. Both are in meters, so no need of any conversion. So r is 1.5 into 1.5 and h is 7. Okay. So let's simplify this. 7 and 7 will be cancelled. So we are left with 22 multiplied by 15 square is 225 over 100. Okay. So this much meter cube. So let's calculate this. 225 should be multiplied with 22. 5 2s are 10. 4 and 1 5. This is 450. So 5 0 5 9 4. So this is 4950 over 100. So this and this will be cancelled. So we are left with 495 over 10. This is, so 10 is there, so that means only one digit after decimal. So decimal will come here, 49.5 meter cube. They have asked us find the quantity of milk in liters. Okay, so we have to convert this meter cube into liters first. So what is conversion? 1 meter cube is equal to 1000 liters. Okay, so we will multiply this 49.5 into 1000. So how to do the multiplication? 3 steps towards right. So decimal will shift 3 steps. Okay, so this is 495, 0 and 0 here. So this much liters, 49500 liters is the capacity of this tank. Okay, so this is our question number 6. Now let's move on to the next one. So let's see our 7th question. If each edge of a cube is doubled, how many times will its surface area increase? And second part is how many times will its volume increase? So again, this is a very important type of question. Whenever this is coming that something is doubled, tripled or halved, how the other quantity will vary. Okay, so how many times means they are asking us what is the ratio of the original thing with the new thing. So how to do this type of question? Let's see. Here we will take original cube and on one side we will take new cube. Okay, we don't have any length, only relation is given. So let A be the side. Okay, therefore what is surface area? Let's take total surface area. Total surface area of this cube will be 6a square. Okay, let it be 1. So now what is the length of this cube? It is doubled. So means 2a, here it is a, so here we will take 2a be the side. Then what is surface area for this? 6 times side square. So 6 times 2a whole square. Okay. So 6 into this 2a into 2a. So 6 into 2 is 12. 12 into 2 is 24. So 24a square. Okay. So now we have to compare this. As I have already explained in comparing quantities also, how many times means their ratio. So ratio of the bigger with the smaller one we will take. Therefore, surface area of 2, because they have asked how many times will its surface area increase. So means what is the increase if it is double. So we will put the values. This is 24a square over 6a square. So a square will be cancelled. 6 4s are 24. So 4 by 1. That means surface area. See what is this? Surface area of 2 is 4 times of surface area of 1. So let's write it. This is surface area of 2 over surface area of 1 is equal to 4 by 1 or 4 is to 1. So we can say surface area of 2. See, this surface area will go this side if we cross multiply. So surface area of the second cube is 4 times of the original one. So surface area increases by 4 times. Clear? So what we have to do is we will write the dimensions as required, whether it is double, tripled or half, whatever is given. Find the corresponding parameters, that is surface area or volume, whatever they have asked us. Find the values for both cases and then divide them. Okay, so then we will get how many times. So this is our first part, that surface area increases by 4 times. Now let's see volume. So what is volume of the original cube? Volume is A cube. So I will write A cube here. So here in this case, what should be the volume? Volume should be side whole cube. So side is 2A whole cube. This is 2A into 2A into 2A. So 2 into 2, 4. 4 into 2 is 8. So 8A cube. Okay. So again, when we take the ratio V2 over V1. So V2 is 8A cube and V1 is A cube. So this will be cancelled. So our answer is 8 by 1 or 8 is to 1. So we will write, therefore volume increases by 8 times. Okay. So this is our question. If we double the edge of a cube, its surface area will be increased by 4 times and its volume will be increased by 8 times. So this is our question number 7. Now let's move on to the last question. So let's see the 8th question. Water is pouring into a cuboidal reservoir at the rate of 60 liters per minute. If the volume of the reservoir is 108 meter cube, find the number of hours it will take to fill the reservoir. Okay, so let's understand this question first. We have given the capacity of the tank, that is 108 meter cube. So this is the total amount of water required to fill the tank. But what is the speed of water coming into the tank? This is 60 liters per minute. So means in 1 minute 60 liters can be poured into the tank. But we need to pour 108 meter cube of water. Okay. So how to do this? You can relate this with same that you have done in your previous class, like the relation between distance and speed time. So how to find that? Just a recap. If we have to find the distance, this is always speed into time. So if you are given with the speed and you know what is the distance to be covered, so how to find the time? You will divide the distance with speed, right? Same is the case if we want to relate, we can use it here. Speed of water is given, okay, and this much is the capacity of the tank, or here it is distance, we can say volume. And how to find the time? Divide this full volume by that speed, okay, but make sure they should have same units. So let's write it first. Speed of the water pouring how much? This is 60 liters per minute. Okay, and what is volume of tank? This is 108 meter cube. See, units are not same. So first make it same. Okay. So what is the conversion factor? 1 meter cube is equal to 1000 liters. So 1 meter cube is equal to 1000 liters. So means we should multiply this with 1000 and this will be in liters then. Okay. So therefore time required. So in case of distance we have volume, in case of speed we have speed. So what time required is volume of tank divided by speed of water. Okay. So here it is 108 into 1000 and here we have 60. Okay. So this 0 and 0 will be cancelled. So this is 6 1s are 6 and 6 8s are 48. So this is 1800 minutes. Because speed is liters per minute. So here it is minutes, but they have asked number of hours. So we will convert this into hours. How to convert minutes to hours? Divide by 60. 1 hour is equal to 60 minutes. Or if it is hour and minute relation, how to convert hour into minutes? That is multiply by 60. If it is minute to hour, this should be divide by 60. So here it is 1800 over 60. 0 0 will be cancelled. 6 3s are 18. So this will be 30 hours. So 30 hours is the total time required to fill this tank. So with this question, this chapter is over. See you in my next video with the new chapter of your grade 8. Thank you.